meteorologist.
All right, it is time for a life hack. I know you're excited
New month,
about.
new week.
It is a new month. That's right.
Yes.
It's August now. Well, it's been August for 4 days, but
That's right. Well,
we had a couple of good life hacks to start August. Or were they? I don't know if they were good or not. Anyway.
I don't remember. I try to forget them.
The hard-boiled
it was,
egg.
yes, that was good.
That was pretty good.
Well, on our part, it was good.
Hey, here's something. I just got back from this place, and of course, your husband was raised in this place. If you live in or are traveling to Germany, and we're coming off a few German festivals, you know, we've already had Strassenfest, Volksfest, got Schweizerfest coming up pretty soon too. You should know that if you take a picture of your food in a restaurant, the chef legally owns the rights to that photo. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Oh, no, you do. It's considered the intellectual property of the person who created the food, not the picture taker, at least in Germany.
And well, do they do anything about it, though?
I don't think so, because I took pictures of my food in Germany.
Sure you did.
I'm not selling it, though, so that's the whole thing.
Well, right, like you couldn't say that I made this.
I probably did him some pretty good business.
I'm sure you did. I mean, I take pictures of my food. I mean, I am one of those
but I love that you do, because I love that you're such a foodie, and it's like, I love seeing different places you go, and yeah, take pictures of the food. Almost every place we went in Europe, all of us are sitting there just taking pictures.
Of course, because it's different and outstanding. So yes, well, whatever.
All right, so watch out in Germany. If you're taking pictures of your food. Don't try to sell those pictures. Don't sell. You can push them on social. Yeah, share, not sell. So we take a look at the east side of Evansville. Of course, that is looking from just inside Warwick County. Our Diamond Valley Federal Credit Union camera there at Deaconess Gateway. And yes, we've got ourselves traffic moving nicely, something it's not doing on the Strip in Henderson. Some Simpson clouds down there in Central City, nice puffy fair weather cumulus clouds that have popped up our Austin Holmes camera, of course, looking out toward Highway 431. And then now checking out downtown Evansville through the lens of our Fifth Third Bank camera. Bird's eye view of the old courthouse. You can see the traffic on the Lloyd Expressway and a few clouds off in the distance there. Right now the temperature 88 degrees, so it's heated up pretty quickly. Not surprising, really, when you think about it. It's early August still. Dew points at 70, which is borderline humid to very humid. The wind is currently calm. Wind is not going to be a factor today. It's going to vary in direction, but it's going to be at around 5 miles an hour and less. And most of the time it will be less than 5. And right now it's calm. Okay, how low can we go temperature-wise? 84 degrees in French Lick, and the run stops there. There's no 85 out there. 86 Jasper, 88 Tell City, 87 degrees in Owensboro. Got our first 90 on the board. 91 in Morganfield. Still no report coming out of Carmi. It's 86 in Fairfield and 87 degrees right now in Madisonville, where we had some fog early this morning in both Tell City and Madisonville. Near zero visibility being reported, at least at one point. Now, dew point-wise, I mean, low 70s, and that's pretty much going to be the case over the next couple of days. At times, upper 60s. We saw that earlier today in Evansville. And the comfort meter, we're at 70 here in Evansville. With it at 70, I mean, it's borderline humid to very humid, but at least it's not steamy like we saw last week. And of course, last week it was either hot and steamy or it was storming. So we had like the steam and the storm, but not the case this time. This time around, a little bit less humid out there and no storms. In fact, we'll be storm-free, we'll be rain-free for the rest of this week too, it looks like, unless we see a few showers pop up on Wednesday with a front that's moving in. When you factor in the heat index, heat and humidity combination, even though we're 88 degrees right now, it feels like 93. 93 feels like temperature in Owensboro as well. A little bit hotter in Morganfield. Got to think that gauge is close to, a farm field like soybean or corn, where you got that transpiration that kind of adds to the humidity in the atmosphere. And it might make it a little bit worse than what it would be. Otherwise, 95, the feels like temperature in Jasper right now. If we take a look at live radar, nothing to show you here. Not expecting a drop of rain today. They are seeing, or at least they did see, some showers and thunderstorms in Chicago this morning. Now those showers are really starting to weaken and dissipating as they work their way down toward Indianapolis and head basically southeast toward Ohio. So that will not be impacting us. And something else that won't be impacting us is Tropical Storm Debbie. It's now Tropical Storm. It was a hurricane when it made landfall this morning, and it was packing 80-mile-per-hour winds. And the strongest winds are right there along the eye wall, the outer ring basically of the eye. That's where the strongest winds are. Obviously, they get a little weaker as you work your way away from that eye. Now, the storms that actually hit the Florida coast generally don't impact us here in the tri-state. If it was Louisiana or Texas, they drive in and get pulled back, because then they pull up into the westerlies, the prevailing westerly band of winds that we have here in the States, and they'll get pulled back towards sea. Now, this is not going to move very quickly. So, yeah, it's packing a punch now with a lot of winds, but it's going to be a major rainmaker there, because it's just kind of trudging its way through North Florida. Check it out. North-northeast movement is only 8 miles an hour. and you can see 70-mile-per-hour winds is what it's still packing at its core. So even though it's not a hurricane, that would be 74 miles an hour or greater, it's just a notch below hurricane status, so it's still packing a punch. And let's look at the track over the next couple of days. I mean, it is just meandering through South Georgia and Carolina before it reemerges out into the Atlantic. And that's Wednesday morning just after daybreak. So it's not moving anywhere anytime soon. Again, it won't be impacting us here. Plenty of steamy sunshine for us this afternoon. Not expecting any rain today or tomorrow, and you can see we're heading through the day on Tuesday, just a few extra clouds in play, and that's about it. Tuesday evening, now we're starting to notice a few more clouds, and that boundary that's up to the north brought those thunderstorms up and around Chicago today. Is going to be moving down our way, and we're going to notice that front push in, and definitely we're going to see more clouds in play for our Wednesday. Would not be shocked if we had a stray shower or thunder shower out there, but nothing more than that with that front. Basically, it's going to move in dry, and then another front on Friday is going to cool us off a little bit more, but nothing cool about this afternoon. High of 94 degrees, feeling like right around 100 with the humidity. I mean, not very humid like it was last week, but humid enough, and not much of a wind, barely a breeze blowing out there. 3-degree guarantee called on Friday for a high of 86, got up to 86 on the nose. Joy Braden of Owensboro. Congratulations, Joy. You've got yourself an umbrella courtesy of Ackerman Chiropractic. Come on by the station and pick it up. See Pam up front, the keeper of all the goodies. 94 today, 95 tomorrow. Here comes that front moving on a Wednesday. The temperature drops about 10 degrees on the high, Angie. That's not chump change. And then we're going to be seeing temperatures stay in the mid-80s. In fact, another front moves in and drops the humidity down a little bit on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it looks like a good-looking weekend for August. Mid-80s and less humid. Hey, I'm going to give a shout-out to Knock the Worst. I was up in Jasper at the Strassenfest this weekend. And yeah, I got to be a part of the chili cooking team that won the People's Choice Championship Award.
Yes, all right, congratulations.
All I did was stir the pot. I do that really well.
Yes, you do. And you know you love good food, and I know you love pies. We're going to be eating a little blueberry pie right now.
Great.